Hello, this is another video from Crawley Fish Family, and we are moving. We are moving almost 700 miles, and we have done, I honestly don't know how many hours of research and different ways to go about moving our tank that far of a distance. We contemplated possibly, selling our fish back to the store and, just getting new fish there. But that just really didn't appeal to us at all. We've become quite attached to several of our fish, as silly as that might sound, but if you keep fish, you probably understand. We just had no interest really in selling them back and starting over. We've had so many of our fish for so long, and so we looked at different ways of doing it. Right now, we are draining the tank. We've already taken out all of the decorations that we have. We have a tub that we filled about 25% of the way, and we put the filters in there to kind of keep that useful bacteria, and we're going to seal that, or I guess put the lid on it, and have that in the back of our van. And we've got these 6 buckets, and these are what we're going to transfer our fish. Of course, we've got the lids over there, and you can see from our very messy house that all of our stuff is, mostly gone. And right now, like I said, we are draining the tank out of the window. We have a 125-gallon tank, and yes, I guess we'll see how this goes. We're anticipating possibly losing a couple, unfortunately, but we're hoping we're doing the best we can to of course not do that. We've got enough buckets to keep the different species of fish that we have separated from each other, because we know it's going to be very stressful for them. And of course we don't want to put several sebrums and goldfish together in a 5-gallon bucket. It's just not good for anybody. They're already going to be stressed enough. But yes, so this is the start of the journey, and I will take another video on the other end. All right. All right. So one small follow-up. We now have every single one of our approximately 50 to 60 fish out of the tank. So we're getting the last minor bit of water out of the tank right now, and they're all in the bucket. We have the sebrums. All of these are mollies and the clown loaches, and then that one is the gouramis by themselves, and of course we have the angelfish by themselves, and we have the goldfish by themselves. So I will video again on the other side. Bye. All right, we made it the 12 hours and 700 miles. We're now on the other end, and we're putting everything together. Wish us luck. Okay, so note to self and for the future, and note to anybody who watches this video: if you are moving any kind of distance with the fish tank, clearly it needs to be the last thing that you pack and the first thing that you unpack on the other end. We discovered that we left our Python water changing system either behind, or we can't find it in our moving truck. So we are filling our 125-gallon tank with 5-gallon buckets. Because as you can see, all the fish that we brought, well, you can't really see the fish, but they're still in the buckets that they were in because we need to put water in the tank. Make sure all of the equipment that you need for the tank is accessible on the other end of your move. Okay, that's enough for this segment. All right, so this is my last segment for moving our 125-gallon tank approximately 700 miles. Now, we haven't finished everything yet, and you can see the fish are still kind of, see a few tetras down there. They're still kind of filling out the tank. There's one right there. My final thoughts would be moving a behemoth of a tank, probably any tank, that kind of distance is a huge challenge. But we are done and we are here. And a couple lessons learned is make sure that you have every single thing that you need for the tank. For example, we left behind our Python water changing system. So we are going to have that shipped. We also left behind a lot of our wires and air tubing, so we had to go buy some. We also left behind our air pump, so couldn't go without that or wait, so we went and bought another air pump for all the tubing today at PetSmart. And also, the tops to our tank, this one shipped just fine, this one shipped just fine, and this one shattered. So we went to Home Depot today and bought some egg crate to fill in the space. And in the time that it took us to go and buy this for the top, we actually had one of our swordtails jump out of the tank. And we were gone when it happened, so we were not able to get him in time. So that was a lesson learned. Also, we had, we did lose a couple. We had about 60, and I'm gonna say, if I were to guess, I think we lost about 3 or 4, including the swordtail. Didn't make it. I think the traveling in the bucket stressed them out too much. And of course, as you can see, the air thing over there still needs to be adjusted, and the rocks right there still need to be smoothed out, and we will take care of all that, and I'll post more videos about other things later. But our moving process is done as far as the fish are concerned. We still have to unbox everything, but the fish are set. All right, if you made it through this whole thing, I hope you learned something or got some ideas if you're about to move a long distance and want to keep your fish. All right, thank you.